If you're looking for affordability, we have it here today. We are in Dayton, Texas. If you don't know where Dayton is, don't worry, I'm gonna pull up a map. I'm gonna show you exactly where we are, things to do, shopping, dining, entertainment, jobs that are nearby. Kind of talk to, what's bringing people out here to this Dayton area, why there's so much development going on out here as well. So we'll get into the details of all of that. But the main thing we're gonna be checking out today is these houses. So you can see right here, just walked out of one of the model homes. I'm gonna show you this house. I'm gonna show you two more that are actually complete and they're not models. So the model home, you're gonna have it staged. It's all pretty looking inside. And I'm gonna show you two more that actually aren't staged. So they're just empty homes that are complete. So you can kind of see what it looks like finished out. And then later on, we're actually gonna talk about the pricing too. So that's really the biggest thing, as I mentioned, the affordability here in this area. Hey Myrna, how are you? Here's Myrna. We're gonna talk to Myrna later too. And if you're cool with it, we'll go over pricing, incentives and all that.
Yes.
I'll go, I'm gonna show them the houses, get all that stuff done. And then when I'm done with all that, we'll come back and we'll talk about pricing and
Awesome.
incentives
No
and everything y'all got.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Nice
I'll be
to
back. That's Myrna. She's the sales rep out here. I worked with her before out in the Kingwood area where I live. Actually, the same builder sold quite a few homes over there in that area. She's awesome. She's amazing. So anyway, if you meet me out here, we're gonna meet right here. See this little parking lot over here at the model home. We'll talk to Myrna. But first thing, let's go ahead and check out this one first. And then, like I said, just kind of a little preview. We're gonna check out this one. We'll pull up a map, show you exactly where we're at, things to do, talk about the area, and then we'll check out those other two homes as well. Then we'll get back in here, talk to Myrna about pricing, incentives, and low taxes here, super low HOA, and just kind of really the affordability. That's what this one's all about. I know housing's getting crazy everywhere, including Houston. So having these homes here in this $200,000 range is amazing for a lot of people. But anyway, we're turning back around here, get inside this first home. All right, so this floor plan here is called the Hampton. It's 2,003 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom with a 2-car garage. So all those doors right there on the front of the house would normally be your 2-car garage, but that's where the sales office is right now. But you can see everything comes landscaped just like this is. So you have that whole little walkway leading up to this front patio, landscaping on the front and the back. And you come in here, you have a nice big entryway. And just real quick, as you walk through, I just want to show you how it kind of opens up over here into this dining, living room, and kitchen area. And then to note too, the homes that they're actually building have granite countertops and a different sink. So once we get into the kitchen, I'm going to show you that. Right now the model has Formica. They're supposed to change it to granite. So they're kind of upgrading these homes as they build this community. But anyway, going back up here, you have that. That would normally be your garage there. Again, those are the sales offices. So you would come in through the garage right there from that door. And then you have your laundry room just past the stairs to the left. And it comes with washer and dryer as well on these Century homes. And then you have this storage closet underneath the stairs. So you can see they got a lot of their stuff in here right now. But just to give you a good idea, plenty of storage right here under the stairs in this laundry room. And then as we turn around here, you can see again, washer, dryer. You still have room next to each of those two, so it's not like you're just jam-packed in there in that laundry room. It's pretty good space there. When you come in right here next to the front door, you have a little coat closet. And then as you go up here to the right, you actually have a half bathroom right here on the right-hand side, just off this like kitchen, living, dining room area. So pretty simple, pedestal sink here. You got that window there, lets in some light, so it's not like a little dungeon bathroom in there. And then you have your toilet over here on the other side. So kind of nice having that half bath downstairs because there's only the primary bedroom down here. So that's the only other bathroom. So if you're entertaining, you have friends over, they can use that half bath. They don't need to go to your primary ensuite. But coming over here again, so you have that Formica in the model on the countertops, but the homes, as you'll see on these next homes that I show you, they're actually building them with granite countertops. So nice upgrade there, having granite instead of this Formica. So you're going to have this same exact microwave, oven, and stove there. And then you have a nice little walk-in pantry over here, or kind of step-in pantry. It's not huge where you can like walk in there, but I guess I'll call it a step-in. So, but plenty of storage space right there in the pantry. Then you have a little kind of coffee station, coffee bar area right next to where your fridge would go. And again, the refrigerator is included. Refrigerator, washer, dryer, everything you need on these homes comes included. And then, as I mentioned, that sink is actually different on the new homes too, so you'll see it when we go to these next homes. They did one like large sunken sink instead of the split like two side sink, so you'll see that on the next homes as well. Then you come over here into your living room, then you have your dining room. Just kind of take a look at this whole living space from back here. Basically, I'm standing like right in front of that back door. Then I'll show you exactly where I was. So pretty good sized living room too. So plenty of space right here to kind of get around, do what you're doing in the kitchen, living room, dining room, nice little space. And then we'll come over here into the primary before we go upstairs. So pretty good sized primary. So that's one thing about like a lot of these builders out here in Houston. They really focus on the primary bedrooms, making sure you got plenty of space in there and you're comfortable. You can see you got a big dresser there in the front, plenty of room for me to walk by that bed, and then you had a little seating area. But getting over here to the ensuite, you have your two sinks, and again, same thing in the bathrooms. You're gonna have granite countertops instead of that Formica that's showing right now. And then you turn around on the opposite side of the bathroom, you have your tiled stand-up shower. So one thing to note too with these Century homes, they're no longer doing a tub. They used to do a tub and then a smaller stand-up shower. They've kind of elected just to do a bigger stand-up shower now. And coming over here, get into your walk-in closet. I kind of like, well, I don't like that they left it open like that, but a lot of people ask me what those boxes are for in the closets. Basically, that's just all your low voltage. So like your internet, cable, all of that stuff comes into that box right there in your closet. And then coming over here, I didn't show you, but you have this little linen closet here in the bathroom as well, right next to your sinks. So coming back out, you can see shower there to the left, double sinks to the right, nice big primary bedroom. And then we'll get out of here, go through this kitchen, dining room one more time, and then go check out upstairs where you're gonna have 3 more bedrooms, a game room, and another bathroom. So going up here, sorry I walk slow. I'm coming upstairs. Right when you get upstairs, you have what in California we call these a loft. Out here in Texas, they're called game rooms. So sometimes I say loft, sometimes I say game room, but you have this loft/game room area as soon as you come up the stairs. You can see they got that nice big sectional right there. The space is actually a really good size space here. Plenty of room. You can see they got the table there. They have that kind of little dresser underneath the TV entertainment center. And then for reference, when you come into this hallway, you got a room there to the right. You have your bathroom, and then you have 2 rooms over here to the left. So we'll go this way first and check out this room. And for reference, that's probably a queen size bed there. So you can see you have 2 little side tables and then a dresser right there in front of the bed. Just kind of give you a feel for what size this room is. And then going over here, we'll open up this closet, show you the closet space in here. So pretty standard size closet, not a walk-in, definitely not a walk-in, but enough space there to, I have little kids, so I always think of like having their, shoe stuff, like shoe racks on the floor, plenty of room for them to hang up their clothes. And then coming over here to this second bedroom upstairs, this was probably the smallest of the 3 upstairs. You can see, again, that's probably about a queen size bed. Takes up most of the room. You have that one side table there next to the closet, and then kind of a tall dresser in front of the bed. And then this closet is basically mirrors that other one, pretty much the same size. So pretty standard closet here. And then as I turn around, you can kind of see that other dresser, or maybe not, but anyway, coming back this way, you can see again for reference, you have those 2 rooms on this side, the game room, and then you have your bathroom. So you have double sinks in here, and again, you're gonna have granite countertops up here as well. And then you go through this door and you have your shower tub combo, and washroom here. So nice tiled shower. A lot of people ask if the showers are actual tile or like that vinyl material stuff. These are real tile showers that Century does. And then just behind me here, you have a little linen closet for additional storage in the bathroom upstairs. So coming back out here, again, you see those double sinks where you'll have granite countertops on the newer homes that they're building. And then we'll go up over here into this last bedroom upstairs. So again, probably about a queen size bed. You can see they have a taller stand-up dresser here. Nice little window looking out there to the front of the home. And then they actually have a little smaller dresser just in front of that bed right here next to the closet. And this closet's actually kind of a little walk-in closet. So a little bit more space in this closet than you had in the other two. You can see you have some pretty good storage overhead with those shelves. Then a nice little window looking out there towards the front of the home as well. But turning back around here, we will go back through this game room, back downstairs, and show you the backyard. So again, a lot of windows too. I actually really like that. You can see that game room faces like the side of the house, and you have this window by the stairs that faces the front of the home. And then coming downstairs, you know, kind of just one thing I didn't mention before, you got a window there in the dining room, couple windows looking out to the backyard, and then you have this window on this back door as well. So you get a lot of natural light with these century homes. And then coming back here, you know, as I walked around the community, I looked at more homes than what I'm going to show you today. I probably walked through about 5 or 6 of them just to check them out. This was a pretty standard size yard that I saw. So you can, just for reference on any one of these lots here, this is just about the size yard that you're going to get, unless you end up getting like a cul-de-sac lot. Usually on cul-de-sacs you're going to have bigger yards, but just to kind of give you an idea here, you can see some nice landscaping back there. Back of the home, again, this one is the Hampton floor plan at 2,003 square feet. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into location, right? Where the heck are we at? What's there to do? What's nearby? How long is it going to take to get to the airport, to downtown, to Target and Walmart and all the places you need to get in your daily life, right? So we're going to get to that right now. First, normally, if you watch my videos, normally after each house, I talk about the pricing. What I'm doing this time though, is since Myrna was here and she's gonna help me out with all of that at the end, we're just gonna do that in one section. So we're gonna talk about the price on each one of the houses we're looking at, but she's also gonna get into like HOA fee, taxes, a little bit more detail than what I normally do since she's the expert on this community. So I'm gonna let her get into that towards the end. So we're gonna do the houses, we're gonna do the map tour, we're gonna talk about schools, all that stuff. Give you as much detail as you need to kind of make an educated decision on if you like this area or not. And then at the end, we'll get into money, finances, all that stuff too. So anyway, let's go ahead, jump into this map real quick. So as you can see here, we are right here in Houston. You got downtown Houston here, and we are on the northeast side, probably like the furthest northeast side of Houston that you're going to get, right here in Dayton at the Villages at West Point, which is where we're at today. So first thing you notice, a little bit ways out there, right? It feels like it, but I'm gonna show you on the map, it's actually not that far from stuff. It kind of does feel like you're out there. So if you're someone that wants sort of that, I don't want to be right in the city, I prefer to be a little bit away, but still within, you know, 15, 20 minutes to Target, to things you want to do. Some of them's probably going to be 25 minutes away, but that's what you're looking for. This is a good spot here. So just to kind of note, you know, you have your whole Houston loop system. You got 610, Beltway 8, and then the 99 loop. So what we're seeing, and kind of what I want to talk to real quick, is this 99 loop is brand new. So this section going down this way to like Baytown area just opened a couple years ago. So now that that's open, and obviously if that wasn't here, there's really no way to get to like all of this stuff over here. You have 90, you have 146, but there's really not an easy way to get to all this stuff. So ever since they opened up 99 on this side, we're seeing a lot of developers buying up this land. We're seeing a ton of new construction places popping up, new commercial, shopping, entertainment, all that stuff. So it's just a matter of time until it looks like this side over here. This side of 99 has been open up for a long time. So I'm sure you guys already know Cypress, Katy, Tomball, all of this stuff has really been developed out within the last few years, because again, that 99 makes all this stuff easy to get to and easy to get in and out of Houston for work or whatever you may have to do, right? So similarly over here, kind of what we're expecting to see over these next, you know, 10, 15, 20 years is a ton of development happening over here on this side. So just want to point that out so you kind of have an idea of where things are with development and kind of what I personally foresee happening out here in Houston. Talk about, you know, the airport, for example. We'll say, again, we're right here at the Villages. If we get directions to places, I always like to do this, kind of show you where we're at, how far it's going to take you to get to places. So if you're going to IAH, which is the George Bush Airport here, you are 40 minutes away right now, and it's 11 a.m. I actually looked at this like an hour ago when I was setting up all this stuff, and it was about 35 minutes. So a little bit longer than it was earlier, but just keep in mind you're about 40 minutes, 39 going this way to IAH. So not a terrible drive getting to the airport, unless you have to travel all the time. Maybe you don't want to drive 40 minutes to get to the airport. So you know, that's getting to the airport. Another thing, getting into downtown. Let's say, you know, you want to go to downtown Houston. If I can type right, here we go. You're 37 minutes into downtown. So again, not super far. You know, a lot of times when I'm doing these videos, you know, people talk about like the Woodlands and Conroe and Cypress, Tomball, Hockley, Katy, this whole area on this side. As you can see, you're basically the same distance. There's just not as much stuff around. Like all this white is developed out land, right? Houses, commercial, all that stuff. This is all mostly like farmland. So you're really the same distance as you are over here to get into town and to get where you need to go. It just feels different because you're not right in the middle of all the action and things going on, right? So just wanted to point that out too. You're 37 minutes, which is actually closer than like the Woodlands or Conroe or a lot of these places up here too. So anyway, don't really know what I was trying to say there. Just letting you know that it's not too far. It's very comparable to a lot of these other places out here. Other than that, the main places, or one of the main reasons I guess I could say is why they're kind of developing, you know, I talked about 99 and this whole side just opening up a couple years ago. A lot of this, here actually, let me get out of here real quick. So this whole south and east side of Houston is chemical plants, refineries, blue collar work in this whole area down here. You got Baytown, Deer Park, Channelview, all of this stuff is plants really here. Let me zoom in here. So like, for example, I used to work for ExxonMobil. I worked right here in Baytown. That's what brought me to Houston in the first place. And I worked here in Baytown. So I'm very familiar with the whole industry. But you have your Exxon Baytown plant here. You can see you come across the ship channel here. You got Lyondale. You have all kinds of different plants. These are all plants here. You got Clean Harbors, Dow Chemical, Oxy, a ton of stuff. So ton of business, ton of jobs. You can see Total Safety's headquarters are down here too. You got right here, you got the terminals. There's one right here. There's another one even further south down here. Plus you got more plants down here. Again, Lyondale. What's the other place? One of my friends works down here too. I always forget the name of it. But anyway, you get the picture, right? You have ton of plants, ton of blue collar work on this whole, let me zoom out here so you can kind of see. This is a massive area, by the way. This isn't just like one little pocket. There's a ton of work, ton of jobs here. So what we're seeing, let me kind of go back. I like this view because I can see it a little bit better. So again, you got this whole area right here, which now connects to 99, and you have 146, which is an older, that's the way everyone used to get in and out of Dayton and Liberty area. But what we're seeing, a lot of these workers here have now migrated like up to Mont Belvieu, which Mont Belvieu is another area that's getting built out like crazy right now. Really nice, really pretty. It's getting a little bit pricey though. So what we're seeing now, a lot of these people are moving up here to like Dayton, Liberty area, because again, it's not too far of a drive. You know, if we say from Villages at West Point and we're gonna go down, I'll just use that ExxonMobil refinery in Baytown just as an example. You're 39 minutes, 40 minutes coming this way, 39 minutes coming down 90 and down this way. You know, you have a few different routes to get there, but basically 39 minutes, which, you know, depending on who you are, for me, from being from LA, Orange County, it used to take me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to and from work. So 40 minutes isn't that bad. Most people that I talk to, that's not a bad commute. Everyone kind of like, for whatever reason, whenever people call me and y'all talk to me, 45 minutes seems to be like the number. Everyone's like, I want to be 45 minutes to work, 45 minutes to town within that time frame there. So 40 minutes doesn't sound too bad, right? So just kind of point that out. And if you're a little bit further, say you're in Deer Park or you're working at Lyondale down here in one of these other plants, you can probably add about 10, 15 minutes to that drive right over here in Channelview. But the great thing is you're getting at these lower prices in the 200s as compared to, you know, if you're over here in Mont Belvieu, beautiful homes, beautiful area. A lot of them are kind of, you know, you can be in the threes and stuff over there too. But for your nicer houses, a lot of them are pushing 400 or 500 down there now too. But just different options, right? So anyway, we'll go back over here, kind of zoom out on this map real quick, exit here. And then what we'll do now is, you know, where's Target, where's Walmart, where's grocery stores, a little bit of a zoomed out area. So if I live up here in Kingwood, one of the places that we're at a lot is right here in Atascocita, because there's a huge shopping plaza right here and it's not that far. So if it's me and I live in Dayton, really big areas that if you wanted Target or things like that, you're gonna come to Atascocita or you're gonna come down here to Mont Belvieu. And they're kind of, as you can see, they're kind of like similar distance to each other. So it just depends on what you prefer. But again, you know, there's a Target right here in Atascocita. Let's do that. Target Atascocita, it's 23 minutes away. So again, not a terrible drive. You know, if you want Target right in your backyard, you're gonna wanna be obviously over here somewhere. But if it's not something you do all the time and you don't mind driving 20 minutes to go to Target, it's right here. And when you zoom in right here, let me exit out of this Target thing. You know, you got Dick's Sporting Goods, Kohl's, TJ Maxx. This shopping plaza is huge, by the way. You have CVS, Lowe's is right here. You have your HEB grocery store. You have Kroger over here, nothing but cakes. And there's more stuff in these shopping plazas. This is just kind of showing you the big name stuff. Chick-fil-A, you know, you got your tire shop over here. There's Best Buy. There's Michael's right here next to Best Buy. And then over here, you kind of have, you know, a lot of fast food, a lot of restaurants, entertainment, Buffalo Wild Wings, Tin Roof Barbecue, which is actually pretty good. So as you can see, this entire shopping plaza, you know, we mapped to Target, which is right here. It's 23 minutes away. So if you want, you know, entertainment, dining, all that fun stuff, you're gonna be about 20 minutes away if you went over here to Atascocita. But let's say you wanted to go down here to Mont Belvieu. Again, we can pull up directions. We'll do HEB and Mont Belvieu. Let's see how far that one is. So 23 minutes away going that way, like I said. Let's zoom out here. Getting over to Atascocita was 23 minutes. Getting down here to Mont Belvieu is 23 minutes. So either way, if you work down here in this area, obviously going to Mont Belvieu is probably just gonna be your easiest, more common route. But kind of nice, you have options either way, and you're about 23 minutes in either direction. To zoom in right here into Dayton. So Dayton is, historically, it's kind of a small old Texas town. There's not like too much to do in Dayton. Again, just being honest with y'all, if you watch my channel, everything, I'm honest about everything. I want to show y'all the good, the bad, the ugly, help you really make an educated decision, right? So Dayton's not a place where you're gonna have a ton of restaurants like Buffalo Wild Wings. You're not gonna have all of that stuff right here, but you're gonna have kind of what you need to live on your daily life, right? So Brookshire Brothers, that's basically gonna be your grocery store. You got Smoothie King, you got McDonald's, there's a Mexican restaurant, and just for reference, the houses that we're looking at are right here in this part of the community. So you got ice cream shop, again, Mexican restaurant, Dayton Diner, Mike's Breakfast. I've never been to any of these places. Dayton's not a place that I frequent, and again, it's because it's not really like a destination place. You don't go there for anything unless you live there. So you got an Italian restaurant over here, and then Dayton's also very close to Liberty, which is right over here. So Liberty, kind of the same way. You know, I've driven through Dayton, I've driven through Liberty, going out to Louisiana. I always take this route. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of restaurants, things like that to do. It just really has that kind of like old town feel. Let me see if I zoom in here. There you go. I mean, you can kind of get an idea here. So you have like this little, what is this? El Tiempo Express. So it looks like a little Mexican restaurant. You got Sonic. This looks like what, Taco Bell right here. You got McDonald's over here, your gas station. This isn't Liberty that we're looking at, by the way. It looks like there's a CVS back here. So as you can see, when you're driving through Dayton or Liberty, they're not like huge cities. They're just little small towns. You're gonna have your mom and pop restaurants, things like that. But don't expect to, you know, have a Target and, you know, like I said, Buffalo Wild Wings or Dick's Sporting Goods are kind of your big name places, right? As I showed you already, you're gonna be about 20 minutes away from all of that stuff. All right, so hopefully that gave you some good value. What we're gonna do next, we're gonna check out this second house, and then right after that, we're gonna talk about, kind of zoom into the community itself, things to do there. The amenities, there's not a ton of amenities, there's no pool or anything like that, but I'm gonna show you what there is, and I'm gonna show you the schools too, and actually pull up the school ratings so you can see where the schools are in relation to the community, which they're just a couple minutes away, and the school ratings on niche.com. So we'll get into those details, check out the third house, and then we'll get into the pricing and finances and all that stuff at the end. So let's go ahead, hit that like button for me if you haven't yet. I appreciate that. It helps me out a ton. But let's go ahead and check out the second house. All right, so here we are. This one is the Cabot floor plan. It's 1,684 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage. It actually has a little front patio here as well, which is my favorite thing. You got a patio on the front and a covered patio on the back. I've been getting a lot more requests for single-story homes recently. A couple years ago, everybody wanted 2 stories, but now for some reason, a lot of people are going back to this kind of like ranch-style single-story home. So figured I'd show you this one. It's kind of a newer floor plan for Century, but one of the more popular ones, especially if you're looking for single-story. So anyway, coming through here, you can see we just kind of walked through that entryway. I wanted to show you real quick what it would feel like just kind of walking through there. And then down this hallway, you have another bedroom, your laundry room, and a couple of little storage closets as well. But we'll start back up here towards the front of the home. You have this first bedroom off to the right hand side when you walk in. And then again, it kind of gives you a different feel when it's not staged. You have the tall ceilings there. They're probably about 9-foot ceilings. And then you kind of do, on a single story, you get that because obviously there's no second story, so they can raise those ceilings up a little bit more. So a nice ton of light coming in right here into this front room. Honestly, what a lot of people use these front rooms for is offices, because they're kind of tucked away towards the front of the home. You do get those windows so you can kind of see out front, and you don't feel like you're in an office really. You kind of have a nice view out to the front. But anyway, coming out here, you have your little bathroom here. So again, there's 2 full bathrooms. You have this one up here, and then you have your primary ensuite. So again, very similar. On Century, they're basically what's called a spec builder. So they build homes the way they build them. There's no real like upgrades. You can see right here too, as I mentioned, the granite countertops. I forgot to mention that. But in that first home you saw, the model home has Formica, but they're building everything now with granite. So you're gonna have granite in your bathrooms and granite in your kitchen on the countertops. So there's that second bedroom. I was saying something before I said something about the granite, and I don't remember what it was, so we're just gonna keep on rolling here. But again, little standard size closet. Then as we come back out here into this hallway entryway, you actually have your garage door entry right across from here. And we're gonna go in here too, because normally we don't get to see the size of the garage because they usually put their sales offices in there. So I wanted to show you this to give you an idea of the size of it. So as you can see, it's kind of hard to tell from the video, but when you look right here, you probably have about where your cars would be about this section. And then you have about 3.5 feet or so of extra space back there. So if you wanted storage, or a lot of people have deep freezers where they keep their meat and things like that, you can fit that all along this back wall. You got a tankless water heater. Kind of nice having all your breaker panel and everything in the garage. And then this over here is your sprinkler control system. So you have a Rainbird sprinkler system on the front of the home. I don't believe they put sprinklers in the back. It is sodded in the back. And then the other thing too that's great about Century is you get a garage door opener. A lot of these builders aren't doing garage door openers anymore, which is kind of lame in my opinion, but Century's still doing it. So when you come in from the garage, basically you're right there in that hallway. To the left, you're gonna have your laundry room. And again, washer dryer is included. So like this house is for sale right now. It's ready to be sold, ready for moving. You got your washer dryer, you got your fridge. You notice in the bedrooms, you have your blinds. Everything's all included for you on these Century homes. You have a little storage, kind of like linen closet right there in between this bedroom and that laundry room. And then this here would be your third bedroom in the home. So if you remember, you had the 2 up front to the right when we walked in the house. Coming further down the hall, you have this one kind of tucked off to the left next to the laundry room. Again, a little standard size closet here. And then as we leave this bedroom, this is where you're finally gonna have it open up into the kitchen, dining room, and living area. You have this little closet here first before we get over there though. So you have a little kind of coat closet at the end of this entryway. And then it finally opens up over here. So you have your peninsula style island there in that kitchen, which is huge, by the way. It's hard to see in the video, but that's probably, I would say, like at least 10 feet of countertop space there. So you can put a bunch of little bar stools there. Kind of just, in my opinion, it just kind of spreads out your entertaining living area. If you have some bar stools there, people can kind of hang out at the island. The dining room's right there behind you, plus it's open to the living area as well. So everybody's kind of involved in whatever you have going on over here in this big living space. And again, you're gonna have the same appliances in every single home. You're gonna have your dishwasher there, and you can see again, as I mentioned, you have the granite countertops and that big that deep sink. And then over here is your pantry. So a nice big walk-in pantry, plenty of room for storage right here in this kitchen. And then as we turn around here, kind of want to show you this living room area. You got those big windows looking out there towards the backyard. Again, that window on that backyard door. We're actually going to go check out this little covered patio first. There's no grass back here in this house, so normally I end in the back, but since there was no grass here, I just figured I'll show you this real quick. And again, this house is pretty much done, ready for move-in. They got to clean this patio off and lay the sod down, but just kind of wanted to show you have a covered patio here and then give you a sense of the size of this yard. Again, pretty similar to the model home, that first one we looked at. As far as size goes, and keep in mind that's all going to be sodded once the house is done and ready for move-in. That's all going to be grass back there. So we'll come back inside and then we'll check out the final room, which is the primary. That's kind of tucked back here towards the back of the house. So coming in here, first thing I notice is I love windows and natural light. So, you can see those nice big windows looking out there to the backyard. And then similarly to the model home and that other floor plan, you have a really good sized bedroom here. So you can easily fit a California king with some side tables or dressers on either side. You can still have a dresser up there towards that front wall with the TV on the wall, maybe even room for a little seating area off to the side as well. Really good sized primary bedroom here. And then when you get into the bathroom, different setup here on this one compared to the model. So on this floor plan, you have your double sinks here, and then you have your stand-up shower there in the back. If you remember the model, you had your double sinks on one side, and then you kind of just flipped around and the shower was right there on the opposite side. So different setup here. And then you have another good sized walk-in closet. So you can see, again, this is all standard too. So you have these built-in shelves there to the left, and then your standard kind of closet rods and shelves up towards the top. Kind of one look from this direction, so you can give you somewhat an idea of the space in here, but pretty good size walk-in closet. And then we'll come back out here. One more look at the bathroom here, double sinks, and again you can see you got granite countertops in these newer homes. Coming out here through the primary. Again, normally what I do is I would go into the backyard at this point and back there, but it's been raining a lot out here and you saw how muddy it was, and I'm not walking through all that mud. So we're gonna end it right here, kind of just give you one more look at this whole living, dining, kitchen area, and you can see all the way down there into that front door too, which is kind of nice when you come into this house. All right, so let's get into one of the biggest questions that I get, especially from people that have younger kids or kids that are still in school. They want to know about schools, school ratings, how far is the school away from the community, away from these houses. So we're going to get into that right now and talk a little bit about the community itself. So as you can see right here, I have their website pulled up, so you can literally Google this yourself and find all this information too. I'm going to kind of show you how their website's set up and how you can access this information if you wanted to do that yourself, or you can just reach out to me and I can help you do it. But either way, we're on their website here. As you can see, that's the model home that we walked through first that I already showed you guys. And then they have this YouTube video on here too, which is kind of cool. But this is basically their amenities. So they have this playground here. There's a little basketball. It's not even really a half court. It's pretty small. It's not even a full 3-point line, but you got a little basketball set up there. And then the dog park back here. And then it doesn't show on this video yet, but they put a little pickleball court back here as well. So you got pickleball back there. But main thing I want to show you on this website, when you go on here, you're going to have your overview of the community, everything you kind of want to know about the area. And then as you kind of scroll down or just click on these links here, you're going to have available homes. So these are all homes that are either move-in ready or they're going to be ready within the next month or two. So you can see here, down to $244,990. I think the updated price on this one is $234,990 from what I saw when I was out there filming. But anyway, we'll go with what this says right now. $244,990 for the Barton, which is one of these smaller floor plans. December move-in. November move-in, $249,000. This one's move-in ready at $251,000. January, November, December, January. So you can see all these homes that they're currently building are either move-in ready or they're going to be ready within the next month or two. So if that's your time frame, go ahead, reach out. We can talk to Myrna and talk to them, get everything set up for you. But going down further, you can see all their floor plans. So the Aspen is the smallest floor plan, starting at $225,990. So you start in this community at $225. And again, it doesn't matter what price point you're at. The incentives and financing and all the rest of that stuff that Myrna is going to talk about at the end is included with any of these. You can be the most expensive home, the least expensive home. You're going to get the same incentives, the appliances. You're going to get everything with the home. So $225 there. As you can see, for the biggest ones, the Hampton plan, they're starting about $260. And then area information, which is this little section here, schools. So we're going to get to schools right now, but just to talk about shopping, you got Walmart in Dayton, JB Bargain Beyond, I don't even know what that is, in Dayton, Rabbit and Vine, Deerbrook Mall. Deerbrook Mall is in Humble, which is kind of past Atascocita, which is where Target and that first map section that I showed you. You're about another 10-15 minutes away from there. So Deerbrook Mall is actually maybe about 35-40 minutes away. And then dining, you know, in Dayton and Liberty areas, you got all these restaurants here. I'm not going to name all of them, but like I said, a lot of mom and pop places, you know, old Texas town, old Texas feel. It's kind of what you're going to get in this area. But let's go to schools. So you have Austin Elementary, Wilson Junior High, and Dayton High. And one of the resources I like to use, I'm not allowed to like steer or say anything bad or negative about any area, or good really. I'm just supposed to give you information, right? Which is what I'm doing. One of the resources I use is niche.com. So if you go on niche.com, you can search any area, you can search school districts, whatever you want to find out about an area, go on niche.com, you're going to find it out. So all I did here, I searched Dayton ISD, niche.com, and boom, it pulled up here. You got your overall grade, and this is the school district that you're zoned to in this area. So overall grade is a B-, C+ academics, B teachers, B- clubs and activities, A- diversity. So if you're looking for a diverse area, obviously according to the school ratings, you got an A- there, B college prep, B administration. Main reason I pull up this all the time is to show y'all, if you go down, so if you search this is where you're gonna come to. You scroll down, you're gonna have a map right here. And what's pretty cool about this map is no matter what area you're looking at, if you're looking to see like where are these schools in relation to the house, the community is right here off Waco Street. So you can see this is actually it here. And the schools are all literally right here within the same distance. So if we go back here, we had Austin Elementary, Wilson Junior, and Dayton High. Go back this way, you're gonna have Dayton High right here, rated at a B. And then you're gonna have Austin Elementary right down here, rated at a B. And then Wilson Junior, rated at a C+ right here too. And as I said, the houses are right here. This is the community here. So within a minute, 2 minutes, probably maybe 3 at the most, you're gonna be at any one of those schools in this area. And then going back to their website, again, you had shopping, dining, kind of shows you all that. There's some home buyer resources. These are really just like articles. And then it also shows you like some similar nearby communities that they build at. And this one, Barrett Crossing, I'm actually gonna go do my next video out here, which is in Crosby. So say you like these homes, for example, but say, you know, as I'm giving you this information about where it is, or say for whatever reason, you're just not interested in Dayton, Century builds all over the place. So another place that they build is right here in Crosby. So again, you're gonna have the same homes, it's the same floor plans, same builder. One thing I want to show you though is, we'll pull up the map here. Crosby is a lot closer to stuff. So as you'll see as we zoom out here, we got Dayton up here, kind of in the middle of all this, just farmland, really nothing around. Crosby is kind of right here, a lot closer to the ship channel, the ports, all this stuff, Baytown, LaPorte, all the refineries, all the work, everything I mentioned, you're literally right there, probably within about 10-15 minutes. And then Mont Belview's here as well. And then you have this road 2100 that kind of goes north and south. You can get up to like Tascocita, Kingwood. Obviously you're much closer to downtown here. So if you like these homes, but you're not really like a big fan of Dayton and Liberty area for some reason, check out Crosby, check out any of these other places where Century builds as well. So just want to kind of show you that real quick, just to let you know they're building all over the place. So if you like somewhere else, you like the homes, whatever, reach out to me. We'll talk you through and I can help you make that decision, right? If you're like, hey, I like that video, I like Dayton, but is there somewhere else that's a little bit closer? We can talk about all that stuff, find you the right place for you and your family or whatever your situation is, right? So anyway, that's pretty much it for this section. Talked about schools, talked about the community a little bit more. But let's go ahead, get into this last house. So again, we're gonna talk about this last house and then we'll get right into pricing, incentives, and all kind of like your money and important stuff, right? So let's go ahead. If you haven't, again, hit that like button for me. If you made it this far, this is a long video. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me. Hopefully I'm giving you some good value. Let's go ahead and check out this last house. All right, here we go. So this is the final house. Actually, I really like the white and black that they're doing, like the farmhouse look on some of these homes. This one included, but this is the Lexington plan. It's 1,785 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Just kind of want to turn around real quick and kind of show you this neighborhood. So as you see, the street that we're on, the houses on this side of the street are pretty much all done, and then just across there, that's all going to be houses too. So that's going to be the next section that they start building on. But let's go ahead and get into this house. You have a nice little front porch here, and then walking inside, you're going to have your staircase there to the right. And then again, I'm going to walk through this hallway just to kind of give you an idea of what it would feel like coming into your home, and then straight into like this dining, living, and kitchen area, which we're going to show you the details on all of this in a second. But first, we're going to go back this way and kind of show you what these little doors are over here in the entryway. So you have a big kind of storage coat closet right here underneath the stairs when you come in to the right hand side. And then just behind me on the other side, well, I'll show you this first, but you do have a half bathroom down here. So again, I said it's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath. So similar to the model home, kind of nice having that half bath downstairs, because the only other bathroom down here is your primary ensuite. And then coming into the garage, again, you know, a lot of people, it's hard to tell like what a garage looks like. And I get the question, a lot of people want to know how big the garage is. Your cars would go about to there. Then you have about another 3-4 feet on this one. For extra storage space. And again, tankless water heater, which is a nice upgrade. You know, Century, for the price point that they're at, they built a really nice home with some nice upgrades. Again, you got the Rainbird control panel here for your sprinkler system. If I can get this thing open, there you go. So you have your Rainbird sprinkler system, breaker panels inside the home, and then you also have your garage door opener. So kind of just looking back there, standard 2-car garage. And then you come into the home here from the garage. If you were to park in the garage, you walk in basically right here into this dining room, kitchen, and living area. So as you can see, you have the white cabinets in here. As I mentioned, Century is a spec builder, so really the only changes that you're going to see in any of these homes are like cabinet colors. They're all going to have the same granite countertops. You're going to have the same appliances in every home. You're just going to have different color variations depending on like what elevation and what their designers went with on each home. So you have your nice good size pantry right here. And then your laundry room is here off of the kitchen. So again, you have your appliances, your washer dryer come with the home. Pretty good sized laundry room. So plenty of room, even where I was just standing off to the left. So if you have like pets or kids, you can kind of have an area there for more storage or more stuff that you need to put in there in that laundry room. Gas cooktop. So good to note here in this community, all your cooktops are gas. I know I get that request a lot. Sometimes you find a lot of electric cooktops out here in Houston for whatever reason, and most people don't like that. So you can see this kind of bigger, deeper stainless steel sink inside of that granite countertop is what they're going with. Plenty of windows too in this living area, so a lot of natural light that comes in here. Then we'll come over here to the living room, and this living room is actually very similar to the first one we looked at, the Hampton floor plan. Very similar in size. The island there, you have space for what are they called, bar stools, going right there in that island. And then again, you can see right out to the backyard from this living area too. And then we'll go this way and check out the primary bedroom. You have a little closet right here, coat closet outside of the primary bedroom, but we'll go in here before we go upstairs. So here again, similar to every single one of these Century homes, the primaries are always going to be a really good sized bedroom, so you can fit a California king size bed. You got a nice couple windows there looking out to the backyard, letting in some natural light. You can see how bright it is in these homes, so a lot of natural light coming in. And then heading over this way, we'll turn around one more time real quick and kind of show you what it looks like from this angle, so you can kind of see that other wall a little bit better and those windows looking out to the back. And then as we turn around here, we'll show you this bathroom. So again, very similar to the other 2-story. You're going to have your double sinks, granite countertops here to the right, and then when you flip around here, you have your stand-up shower, your tiled stand-up shower behind you. And then you obviously have your toilet room there to the left. You have your walk-in closet straight ahead. And then to the right, I'll show you as we exit this closet, you have a linen closet inside of this bathroom as well. So plenty of storage in all of these homes. You know, you have the linen closet in here. You have a walk-in closet just outside of the bedroom. You had another little storage / coat closet there. Good sized laundry room. So here's this little linen closet here in your bathroom, so you can keep your towels and toiletries and everything else you need in your bathroom right there. Then kind of just one more look, you got your stand-up shower to the right, double sinks there to the left, and then we'll go out here and head back towards the front of the home and go upstairs. So the main difference too, as we're walking over there from this home to like that first floor plan we looked at, the model, which is the Hampton, this is the Lexington. The Lexington does not have a game room. So as we come upstairs, you'll see that you kind of just have a hallway, and then your bedrooms and bathroom are off the hallway. So we come up here and you get right in here into the hallway, and then just to the right hand side, right when you get up the hallway, you have your bathroom. So single sink there, with an additional countertop space off to the left. Kind of surprised that they didn't opt to do a double sink up here in these bathrooms. Probably something I would have done, especially with 3 bedrooms up here, but you know, maybe after you purchase the home, if that's something you want, you can drop a second sink there in that bathroom. We're coming over here into the bedroom. Again, nice big window looking out there to the front of the house. And then you have a walk-in closet here on this bedroom too. And as you can see, they got a window here in the closet that looks out to the front of the home as well. So again, natural light everywhere. I actually like that they did that in this closet. It's kind of one of those things where it's like they didn't really need to do that, but just makes it feel a little more spacious, a little more bright. It's not like a little dungeon closet that you got to walk into. So pretty nice. You know, you can see out here, check out the neighborhood. In a few months, you're going to be checking out construction happening across the street. But coming out back into this hallway, straight ahead through this door, you're going to have another storage closet. Again, like I mentioned, plenty of storage in these homes. You got those built-in shelves already on there, and plenty of space actually to walk in there. And it's hot in here, so I'm going to lower this AC. It's 78 degrees. I don't know who said it at that, but this actually gives you a good idea of, they have a whole smart home system in the Century community. So that's the thermostat there, and it's all Wi-Fi. You can control it from your phone. But anyway, it was hot, so I was going to mess with it anyway. So I figured I'd show y'all what that looks like. But coming over here into this bedroom, again, pretty good sized room. Nice windows looking out there to the front. And then this one's got more of a standard size closet. That last one we were just in had a little walk-in closet. So standard closet here on this 3rd bedroom in this home. Remember, we had the primary downstairs. We had this one plus that first one we looked at upstairs. And then in this closet, people asked me before, it's just your AC furnace right here in this closet. So some people think it's weird having access to it there, but it's actually kind of convenient because you don't have to climb up into the attic if you ever have issues with that, or you have someone coming over to work on it for whatever reason. It's nice having easy access to it. Maybe, I mean, I'm the one that kind of does all that stuff when I need to, and I hate getting up in my attic, especially during summertime when it's like 130 degrees up there. So in my mind, it would be nice to have that thing right there, easily accessible. But anyway, this is the 4th and final bedroom in this home. Again, pretty standard size room. Again, nice window looking out there to the front. Standard size closet here. And then we'll make our way back through this hallway and downstairs. So again, the main difference between this one and that first one, the model home we looked at, is there's just no game room. So if you're someone that wants a game room, you're going to be, and you want a 2-story and you want to be in this community, you're going to be looking at the Hampton floor plan. The only 2 stories in this community are the Hampton and that Lexington, so which is the one we're in right now. But we'll go ahead and come this way out to the backyard. And then again, this is just like that model, pretty standard size backyard here. And one thing to note too, going forward, they're building a bigger patio, like that little concrete slab. They just have that little like 3-foot one right there. They're actually going to start doing a 10 by 10. So kind of another little upgrade that the builder thought was worth putting an investment in, because a lot of people, you know, you want more space, a bigger patio. You can kind of put a little covered awning back there or whatever you need for shade. So something else they're going to be doing coming soon. But here's their last look at this Lexington plan. All right, guys, so we're gonna get right into pricing and everything. What I noticed after the fact, after I talked to Myrna, I rewatched the video. I only have one mic. I haven't invested in another one. Now I know I need to. But Myrna's holding the mic, and as we're talking, you can't really hear me. So I gotta apologize for that. You're gonna have to bear with me. But what I'll do is I'll put subtitles on this next part so you can hear you can kind of hear me, but not really, but you can read the questions that I'm asking her as we're talking, and then you can hear her fine with answering everything. So sorry about that. You gotta bear with me, rookie mistake, right? I gotta get another mic so I can, if I'm gonna continue doing this is my first time doing it this way. But if I talk to sales reps, we'll both have a microphone so you can hear both of us next time. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that, but let's go ahead and jump over there and let's talk to Myrna and get all the finance details and incentives and all that answered. So let's go talk to her. All right, so here we are. We're back at the model home, the sales office. We're gonna get in here and talk to Myrna about these prices. As I said, everything you're in between 200 to about 290 right here. So I'll show you the price on these exact floor plans that we looked at, and we'll get incentives and everything else that they got going on out here in this community. So let's get over here. There's Myrna. Hey, Myrna.
Hey,
how's it going? Good. Still hot out there. But all right, so here we are. Let me, here, I'll flip this around.
Nice to meet you. I'm Myrna with Century Communities here at the Villages at West Point. Okay, just like this? Okay. Oh, that's okay.
But, all right, so pricing. So we can start, here actually, which one, the model home that we're in right now, is which floor plan?
It's our Hampton floor plan. So it's gonna be this one here. We have one that's going for $289. It does have a game room as well. It's the same one, 2003 square foot, 2003 square foot, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath with both a game room, which is upstairs.
Okay, cool. So basically 290, and then the second one I looked at was the 1-story that had like the nice front porch.
Yeah, the cabin. It's got a double porch. It's beautiful. That one is this one. Is this one here? Is actually this one here, 254, 990. And it's a 1684 square foot, and 4 bedroom, 2 bath, and with a double porch in the front and the back.
Okay, sweet. So basically 255. 254, 990 for the cabin, and then the last one I think was the Lexington, the 2-story.
Yes.
It didn't have a game room though.
Yeah, no, it did not have a game room, so it was 1244. This one here is going for 272, 990, and it's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2.5 bath. The only thing it's just you're losing the game room, but still beautiful square foot for a good price too.
Yeah, nice. Okay, what about I mean, I know you guys do like the full washer, dryer, package, refrigerator. As I already showed them in the model, you get the fridge, you get the washer, dryer, blinds,
Garage door opener.
opener.
Sprinklers in the front.
Okay, and the rear, all of them come solid, right?
Correct. They all come sodded, and then it's get a ceiling fan in the master and in the living area.
Okay.
So it's included.
And then are there like closing financing incentives? What are y'all doing right now?
Of course, we have here a beautiful incentive for the month of November. We're doing a 2-1 buy down. So the first year is 3.875 for that 1 year, and then year 2 to year 30th is 4.875.
Okay.
And they're still giving $3,000 for closing costs on that route.
Okay. So that reminds me of, all right, so what if someone doesn't necessarily want the 2-1 buy down? Will y'all, however much that costs you guys to do that, will you give that to them in like closing costs instead?
Of course. So Rene, now that you mentioned that, as far as like 6% is what we give initially legally to the buyer, a 6% seller contribution, that concession, they can use it however they want. Now that 6% is times the purchase price, which that money you could use it however you like for closing costs, or you want to buy down rate, or however you like.
Okay, so basically 6%.
Yes.
Closing costs. So on a house that's, let's say 250, that's 25,
It's like 15,100. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. HOA, I saw, that's a question I get all the time. The HOA like 360?
Yeah, it's 366.
Okay.
And now other places may have a mud. Out here we have a PID, and the tax rate here is 2.5.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Taxes and HOA are the two big
Yes,
questions.
yes, of course.
Okay. Sweet. Well, I think that's it. Let me flip you guys back around and see if we can hear.
Yeah.
We'll say adios.
Adios.
to
Thank you for coming.
But no, I appreciate it.
No,
and,
likewise.
well, I'll finish this up and then we'll chit chat before I head
Awesome.
out. But I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. So there you go. As you can see, basically you're right in that 250 to 290 range. This home, the model home, was basically 290. That one story we looked at with the big front porch was, I believe, about 254 if I remember correctly, and then that two story we looked at without the game room was around 274, I believe, 275, right around that 270 range. But they also have a smaller one story that they didn't have complete, so I couldn't show you that one. That's starting about 234. So that's the lowest price point here, is that 234 range. And then as you can see, this big model home, the 2003 square foot one behind me, was at we'll call it 290, right? So right there in that price point. That's pretty much it for this community. Before we go, do me a favor and click on this video. It's going to be here or here. It'll be somewhere over my head. If you're looking for something in this price range, but say you want to be closer to town, you want to be closer to Houston, you want to be on the other side of the lake, there's a community called Maple Heights. It's been one of my best performing videos, one of the most popular places that y'all are calling me from and actually moving to. But it has a pool, has a dog park, a regular park, a splash pad, and it's the same builder here. So you're going to get basically these same homes for pretty much the same price point. So really, really cool neighborhood. Check that video out before you go. But as always, I appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.